So good morning and welcome, leaders. This is the Joyminder Leaders League, and we've already had a little bit of chit chat meeting before the meeting. If you can be here live, we love to have you here. If you can't, though, we like to record a little bit of what we're doing and where we're going. And we don't have a specific training pulled up here, so I do have some thoughts on what I might share. But we've been talking about provision, and as business owners, we put a lot of stress on ourselves to provide, either providing for maybe for employees, but certainly for ourselves and for our families. Some of us have gone through unexpected changes, either personal or business. Layoffs have caused us to become business owners in some cases. FDA, in my case, just, closing a business unexpectedly, going through health concerns with families. I mean, all of us have been through stuff, every one of us. And yet we're here and we have this desire that to do something and I believe to help other people, because ultimately, is there anything else that we can possibly do in this world? Than serve and serve in the ways that we are naturally gifted. So for me, I know that I'm naturally gifted with computer technology and speaking. And that's where I feel I'm blessed to be able to do that. Now I serve entrepreneurs and micropreneurs with my podcast where I can lift them up, but also serve them with trusted tools and curated connections to help them grow their businesses. What about you? Anybody else want to share? Mhm. Where you feel you're using your gifts as a business owner?
I I really enjoy seeing the smile on a business owner's face when I'm able to connect them with the service they've been looking for. They didn't even know sometimes what they were looking for, but when I talk to them and find out what their pain is, and then I offer them a solution, whether it's one of the companies I get commissions for or not, that sense of relief that there is hope that we're going to get past this pain, that is, that brings joy to me.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. And again, that's serving others, finding what they need and being able to provide that for them. It's so big. It's so huge. And I mean, for me, there's like you, I just don't know that there's anything quite as rewarding. I mean, am I happy when I'm able, like my husband paid a bill recently out of my business account and I was like, oh no, because I just paid several too and we hadn't communicated and I'm like, did we overdraw it? And we didn't. And I'm like, that's a relief too, right? That's a relief too. Um, but where else can we go? Anybody else want to contribute to the conversation, Charla?
I think I my one of my biggest gifts, if you're asking about that, is really encouragement and conversation. And I had one of the hardest jobs in the whole wide world is what Zig Ziglar did, knocking on doors, cold calling to try and sell pots and pans or whatever it is. And I met a wonderful young man this last week, and I'm always trying to encourage those people because it is the hardest job in the world, really, knocking on doors in this day and age. People don't even want to answer the door. And if they do, you know, there's a lot of fear out there. And so I was acknowledging him for that incredible skill to do that and the courage to do that. And he was good at it. And ultimately, I set an appointment I have 30-year-old air conditioners, two of them in my house, and they've been eking along. So I ended up giving him one of my books, and he loves to read. He was talking about Zig Ziglar. He's talking about all these different, so I gave him several of my books and, things, not several of my books, but several book recommendations. And I mean, just a nice, 23 years old. And listening to and reading Zig Ziglar and reading Jim Rohn and those kinds of people, I'm like, you're going to go far. You'll be very successful. And the companies work for, so I actually ended up getting air conditioning. But the man that came and sold them to me, and we sat and had a great conversation. He's introduced me to his mom. So this is just, I'm like, he says she would love you. And so new friends, collector and connector of fascinating people, and everyone is fascinating.
Uh,
So I bit the bullet on new air conditioners, but probably will. I mean, I had over a $600 electric bill last summer, several high bills, and have for the last few years. So I believe that the efficiency will counteract the cost.
and let's be fair, you live in Texas. You need them. You can't have them
We
blowing up.
absolutely cannot not have AC in Texas, although I was raised in Houston and we didn't have AC. We had attic fans or something like that. We didn't, we managed.
Even in Minnesota, everybody has AC in Minnesota, which might surprise some people.
Well, you've got humidity in the summer, right? Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very humid and it's very hot.
My mom, I didn't notice this at the time, but my mom, we had an old car, a 50 something Chevy, which was kind of cool, but we didn't have air conditioning in it. So, but she apparently had enough vanity in her we would have to have the windows up so that people wouldn't know we didn't have air conditioning.
Oh.
I didn't think about that till much later. And I was like, that was, I don't have any of that kind of vanity. I don't, but I think it was a vanity thing for her. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
So we're sweating.
Lisa, did you have something? I wasn't sure if you were raising your hand or if you're in a position to talk. I know where you're at, so.
I am, yeah, the psychiatric nurse just left. So um, I think for me, I follow along with what Stephen has to say really, it feeds me when I get to work with small business owners, and it's really helping them to discover that voice, put it into words. And what I love, love, love about NowSite is the fact that we can do a business profile, plug their information in, what their likes, their dislikes, who they follow, what books they read, all of those things. And it kicks out a mission statement. And when people read that, they're like, that's totally me. I would have never put it that way. That aha moment of
Yeah.
helping them get the clarity around their mission, vision, purpose, and then giving them the tools. I've set up a few people this month with the promotion that we've got going on, and they're just in awe. And then they do that first social post, and I'm liking it, and they're texting me going, "This is amazing." And, business doesn't have to be hard, but sometimes we make it difficult because we don't know what we don't know, and we don't know the people that do know. And so for me, there's a scripture verse, and I want to look it up, that says that when it's your obligation to tell people what you know. It's written, it's in the scripture that we're supposed to do that. Maybe one of you guys knows which one that is. I had it on the top of my day planner all last year, and you think it stuck where it was permanently affixed, it didn't. But I replay that over in my head all the time. It's like, it's your obligation. It's your obligation. You need to tell people. You need to tell people. You can't be a fear. You can't live in fear. You can't be afraid. You need to speak up, because you don't know whose table you're going to help put food on. You don't know you're going to change somebody's life by giving them a tool or a tip that's going to just turn it around, cause them to make money, and change their life. And that's what resonates with me, and why I love working with small business owners, and like you said, micro businesses, entrepreneurs, and network marketing folks, the people that they're doing it differently. As Steve Jobs said, the crazy ones that change the world.
It's the crazy ones that change the world. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Well, has anybody come across anything new or interesting to share in business or new opportunities? I have a couple to share, but anybody else want to go first? All right. Well, I will.
It looks like you put in something in the chat about a YouTube training.
Yeah. So I'm going to start with that. So
I'm a senior tuber. There is a group that has
yeah.
a good Good, solid training for YouTube.
Yeah, so I've
And
added it actually
fun.
here. So what do you need for your business? How, this is my joyminder.com. Get to here. Under curated connections, I have added it because I've updated. Oh, this is a new page, by the way. Yay. Carefully curated connections by Joyminder. Trainers, speakers, and organizations you can trust. So, you know, why would you hire a coach? What is a curated connection? But it's this one. Finally, eliminate your marketing overwhelm and confusion forever. Check out the revolutionary Keystone framework. So I'll show you what it goes to this page here, which I created. This is my landing page for this system. You know, from LeAnn, Chief Joy Officer, Joyminder LLC, this revolutionary keystone. So a lot of this, of course, I took directly from there. But look at this. Only $1 recurring payment after 30 days converts to 47. But you can, for $1, jump in, and this is what you can get access to. I logged in so you could see it. There's a dashboard. There's the start here, and this is kind of like how to utilize the system. But over here, whoops, I didn't mean to click. And this is great. I'm working through this, but this is the same academy that I was part of last month, the Fearless Influencer Academy or whatever, the video, like Fearless Video, whatever it was. It was great. But here, all of those videos are here in my account, my courses, because I signed up to get them. But now I can watch the YouTube Accelerator workshop replays here. So they're doing a YouTube Accelerator. There was one last week. The next one is actually going to happen tomorrow. They're at 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is a little late for me. I'm not going to be watching those live because I don't do that. But they're all here. And so you can get these replays. And this is all about if you have a YouTube channel, or if you know you should, for those of us who already have podcasts, which at least 3 or 4 of us do, why wouldn't we, for $1, learn how to accelerate on YouTube? So that link I did put it in the Leaders League Messenger, as well as here. That is an affiliate link that I signed up to be an affiliate for them. But I think that's a no-brainer to do. Another one that I have gotten a link for is, where is it? Oops, that's on a different page. I'll put the link in the chat and I'll change screens. I've looked at this before, and so that same guy that recommended that, he recommended something called Repurpose AI. So I did a comparison because I'd heard of Opus Clip first, and I did a comparison. Actually, Opus Clip has a page comparing themselves to Repurpose AI. And I was like, well, they seem to offer a lot more here. Of course they do, because it's their page. But the pricing here, let me put this link in here. Again, I'm always on a hunt for a deal. And this is my affiliate link for this program. But look at the pricing. First of all, sign up. It's free. And you can do a bunch of videos for free without paying anything. But look at this, $9.50 US dollars for the pro version of this. So you pay for the whole year, but it's $114 for the whole year of getting 3,600 processing minutes for the year. So again, let's do the math on it real quick. 3,600 divided by 12. That's 300 processing minutes per month. Divide that by 4 weeks, that's 75 minutes per week. So over an hour per week that you can have processed with this system. And if you want to, you can buy up from that by a certain number of minutes, and it'll calculate that. But still, 75 minutes of processing per week for $9.50 per month, I thought that sounded like a pretty good deal. And normally that price had been $29. So anyway, it's out there. You can play with it for free anyway. I did do my first sub magic video. So let's see if I can find that. It's on Vimeo. So sub magic uses, so here's how I imagine this will work. I still haven't gotten all this in row, but here, Opus Clip will help find the ideal clip. So those of us, again, who do a podcast, we can upload that podcast in here. Quite frankly, if we really want to, we could just try to do it, but I think it'll take longer than the remaining time we have today. I'll probably do a video of me doing it. Upload my podcast. It'll find clips for us, and then we can upload it into Submagic. Let me see where that is. Vimeo. I'll just open it up here. And I uploaded one of my old videos about coffee. And so I'll find that one. I think it's just in my library. And it just didn't take me very long to do it. And again, I did it actually on the free version of what you're going to see. Why I love my coffee right here. So I won't play the whole clip, although it's only 1 minute and 23 seconds. 1, 2, 3. But this is what Submagic did. It added all of these captions. Now, I hate the clip that it shows right there, but you can fix that in Vimeo. Fading from embarrassment by what I used to spend on coffee and what it used to do to my body. Not even joking. I would leave the company that I was president of and in charge of marketing. I would leave every single day, at least once, sometimes twice a day, to drive 10 to 15 minutes away to spend a lot of money on my special coffee, drive back, losing time in my business, losing time with my children because I had to stay later in my business, etc. So it added all these captions with the colors and everything like that. And you can choose a huge variety. It will also do what's called B-roll, which means it'll actually replace my screen with other images to kind of keep it interesting. Although I'm pretty interesting. They do say talking with your hands is a way to keep more interest in your audience. So if you're sitting there on your podcast feeling like you got to sit on your hands, don't. Use your hands is actually a good way to keep your audience engaged. See how I did that?
So you using Opus Clip to pull the clip, and then you used who to put the words?
Yep, Submagic. So it's over here, and I have a link for that as well. Also in Joyminder. I think I put it up already. Keeps going to my lifestyle page. I don't know why. It's just decided that's my home page for some reason. But if you go to home, trusted tools, I'll put this link in too. So Submagic, making some changes there. Nope, I don't have it yet. Hold on. I haven't added it to the page yet, so I'll just give you the direct link. Websites. So here we go. I created this URL is called create viral shorts in seconds with AI. And it's true. It really, truly was that easy. Here's the link in the chat, and I'll put it up here now. So I'll just go through how I've developed this page. It's changed quite a bit. This is bigger. I'm putting the title over here because again, this is what's in it for them. So again, for everybody here that's creating a marketplace, the first thing people want to see is what's in it for them, not your logo. So create viral shorts in seconds with AI. Then this is my, why should they listen to me? Tested and trusted tool, Joyminder Solutions. Okay, fine. It still says, who I am without making it the first thing. And then if they scroll down just a little bit, unlock the power of AI in your videos today. Get started now. Enter your details to elevate your videos. Free trial. That's a good thing, right? Your information is safe with us. That little bit of text can cause, I think I've heard like 20 to 30% more conversion. In other words, more people filling in the blanks. Notice that I've taken out where it says name and then email and then email. I just made it simple. I've also made it bigger, Charla. So it's not small. Posts like the top content creators. Again, I just, took clips, put it on here. One of the recent ones that I like, Opus, is very specific. They're like, you can't use our content and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah. And if I'm specifically and only promoting you on the website, really? I can't use your great content to help promote you and brand you so that when people click on the free trial, they feel comfortable. So I'm using their colors. How does the magic happen? I'm using their wording, all the stuff that they're doing. And, here's the free trial again at the bottom. Now, notice at the top, I asked them to fill in a form. At the bottom, I'm like, just use it because it is an affiliate link. So the point is to ideally let people get to the free trial. If they click the free trial, they're going to go right over to Submagic. It looks familiar, looks like where they just were. The one confusion I've had is that somebody did do that. They filled in the form on my site. They went over here and they didn't realize that they needed to also, click on create free video now. That there is a second step to it. I'm collecting their information so that I know that they signed up for it. And then I sent out an automatic email. One thing I should check on in my email, it should say, go to this page, click on create free video now, walk them through their next steps. So that's something I can do. So once they get there, though, they can literally, you can go in here, create a free video now. It can't be longer than 90 seconds. So take the time, find a 90-second video or create a 90-second video and throw it into here. It was just really, really fast and easy. They have, let's see if, so here's my one that I've done. If I edit it, I can just show you some of the features here. So here's like all the different fonts that they have. Notice that they have one here called Beast. Why do you think? Because Beast is like the #1 YouTuber anywhere, and that's what he uses. You want to be like Beast? Use that font. Or whatever makes sense. I can't remember which one exactly I ended up using, but then you can click on captions. It's already captioned that whole video. It's all out here. And if I want to edit something, I don't know if I can edit this exactly. Oh, wait, what's this little smiley face? Oh, boom. I can put emojis onto the screen. I didn't know that. So like every time I say the word coffee, I could have a little coffee cup show up, right? Or I could, whatever it is. I hadn't seen that. That's cool. And then B-rolls, that's what I was talking about, where you can add in photos. And it will actually magic B-roll. I'll do it. It won't take long. Where it'll actually create a whole bunch of suggested B-rolls. And then you can change them. If you don't like them, you can swap them out. And they have a whole bunch of free images that you can use for B-roll. So if you don't like the image that they gave you, but let's scroll down. Before, and maybe it's still rolling, but it had like my skin started clearing up, and it had a woman like checking out her skin, and the for real lines under my eyes disappeared. It had a woman like doing that. I mean, those are great B-rolls. So that's what, magic B-roll is just like that. Has anybody used a tool like this? Anybody else? Okay. And yeah, and once again, let's just check the pricing on it. Pricing. I'm not using Pro. Oh, so go to monthly. I'm just doing the starter plan for now. I'll bump up if I want to or need to, but start with the starter plan, no watermark, 20 videos a month. How many am I doing today? Not 20. If I really use up 20, you can bump up. Starter templates, custom templates, free stock media. So I don't need to upload my own fonts yet, right? I don't have any. I do, but inviting collaborators, custom templates, premium templates, 3-minute maximum. That would be nice. That does increase your maximum. But on the free, you can do 3 videos a month for free. But you are going to have the watermark and you can use starter templates and free stock media. So wherever you're at, again, this is a program worth trying. And I think, did I put the link? Here, yeah, it's already in the chat. So there you go. So those are some of the things I've been adding to and working on for Joyminder. Coming soon, we've talked about Action Coach. That'll go in here. I've changed what curated connections is so that it's not only coaches, but it can actually be organizations. So Win Win Women will go in here as an organization. I have some speakers, people who want to do speaking. I'll put them in here. So there'll be some changes to exactly how this lays out. And I've changed likewise how my business ideas is laid out. Where, we talk about affiliate, for business ideas, real estate as a business, affiliate marketing as a business, retail sales as a business, network marketing as a business. So then they can go to, those are really longer lists of opportunities. And then underneath here is just them again, real estate affiliate, start an online, a little bit more information about each of those. But if they click on them, then they can go to what that field is. Actually, I'll do a different one. Affiliate marketing. So get paid as a raving fan. All right. So that's where I'm at. That's what I've been working on, creating templates and getting all those ducks in a row. That's what I've been working on for a long time, but very excited to be at where I'm at and adding Joyminder marketing as one of the tools and services that people can use as well in terms of buying the systems that I've been putting together. Any feedback?
Impressive, impressive. I don't know how you have time to do so many things in your website.
Well, part is that I use templates. Once I create a template, I don't have to really, it's not that hard to fill it in. So let me give you an example. Let's just go over here. So if I go and I look for a so I have my template. Which one is it? Curated connections template. It says template right here. So I would duplicate it before I would do anything, but I'll just open this and show it to you. So I try to create things ideally, what I want things to look like. And then, just fill in the blank. What does this problem solve? Headline, info, replace this image. Headline, info, replace this image. Headline, info, replace this image. What can you learn? Learn 1, learn 2, learn 3, learn more. So, the rest of this stuff stays the same. So when I have a new connection or I have a new tool, I have templates for each of those. They look a little different, but this is what I've created so that it literally, I can have this whole thing filled in just a few minutes. systems. So likewise, you know, this system though that's what I'm selling. That's what Joyminder Marketing wants to sell people is, hey, I get it. It's a lot if you don't know what you're doing, but what if you started with a template that you just had to fill in the blanks and I show you how? Would that make it easier? Likewise with this video, this one I started showing you last week, same idea. I'll give you the update on this one. I'll be sharing this with him today, but you know, it's a picture. We know we can click anywhere. So if I click on this purple chair down here, I don't have to click on the button. That's just superimposed on the photo. I put a link behind the photo. We go into the site and from here, he has 4 offerings: Love Manifestation Course, Healthy Coffee, Fatherhood Book, and Speaking Gigs. And now I've created pages for each one of these things. So if we go to the first one, to Love Manifestation Course, which is is a big income opportunity for him. So I put it first. He gave me all the information. He gave me what it is, what he wants, what his slogan is, what he's offering, and this is the template. So I threw in a couple of photos that I got for him off of Facebook, put in a form so people can connect with him, so we can put an autoresponder on it, or people can buy now. We have to connect that to a Stripe, of course, or something. And then I even had AI write some testimonials. Look at this long testimonial that was written by AI. I was flabbergasted. I said, hey, pretend that you're a 35-year-old deeply invested in personal growth and spirituality and how this video program helped you. I haven't read the whole thing, but look what it wrote based on what it knew about. And now granted, it's a made up testimonial. We need real ones. But that's a long testimonial. Then more from Jacob. And then we just put this at the bottom where now if they want to go to the fatherhood book, guess what? Same layout. Consistency, fatherhood book, your blueprint to nurturing a thriving family. Pictures, everything else is pretty much same layout. Asked AI for some testimonials, got another one. More from Jacob, keep in touch, healthy coffee. And I may change that one actually at the bottom because I have 2 forms on these pages. I should have a newsletter only type of form that's a keep in touch. But actually, I think both of them are keep in touch. So that's fine. Both of them are keep in touch. And then likewise, you can go to the other things. So any feedback or thoughts on it? He loves it. He says, you know, that he wanted the gray tone. This is the colors he wanted. He's happy with them. And I kind of keep going back to what Pia Silva offered in her book, Badass Your Brand. You know, charge upfront, give them the one thing. Don't offer to do maintenance forever unless they're paying you a fee, which I will do. You know, but I'm not going to do their social media. That's just not part of what I'll do. I'll do changes to their website. I'll update their brand or something, but it's just a one-time fee and then a little bit of residual to help. In my case, I will help with running, you know, if they want help looking for prospects and, you know, I'll help with the prospecting and podcast portions of things with the videos and so forth. But I don't want to help with their social media. Flat out don't want to do. Other people can choose to do that, but not me. Thoughts? Anybody?
It's good.
Yeah. Very excited for what he's doing in the world as well. You know, he's got a niche um and we're just adding to it. So yeah. Any questions about any of the tools that I shared with you?
Need to play around.
Yeah, I love the tools. I was also on the Fearless Video Challenge, and he highlighted some really great. He made it look so easy. Like everybody feels intimidated when you first start jumping into creating videos, whether it's just short form videos or long form videos, it doesn't matter. It's intimidating. But when you have such amazing tools to make it easy, the intimidation factor goes way down. And it's like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And again, I'm not saying that repurpose isn't the right solution. I've been looking into it, but when Opus has this really great offer and seems to have even more AI tools, one thing that they did offer that repurpose doesn't do is they actually offer up to 1020 DPI, which is a higher resolution video. And so Opus does that, repurpose doesn't. So between cost savings and a higher resolution, I thought, well, I'm going to go with Opus as my recommended product at this point. And I just think that they have a cleaner look to them. So here's, that's not it. Where's Opus? Probably have to switch screens again. Oh, I guess I'm not sharing anyway. Yeah, here we go. Start share here. So, this is Opus. And this is repurpose. I mean, right here. Granted, I'm not at the home page. I'm on their pricing page, but let's go to their home page. I mean, and all this matters too, right? I mean, this page versus this page, which one do you like?
It's like the white one almost feels unfinished.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it too. Oops, here's another one. Oh, grow your following. So this is maybe their, there's their start free trial page. TikTokers, video creators, live streamers, podcasters, #1 automated repurposing platform. So again, maybe there's some stuff here that I'm missing. Like, is Opus repurposing or is it just creating the clips? And because I think, and again, so I may be a repurpose person too, eventually, where I think that they do push it out to, here's what they talk about. Post your social platform like you usually do, and we'll handle the rest. In other words, they'll push it to other platforms somehow. That's a huge time saving, not to have to do that. I don't know if I see that Opus does that. I know that they'll do the clips. So AI B-roll, AI dynamic layout. So maybe I don't need SubMagic with Opus too. So Pro Plan for pro users, social media scheduler right there. Export for Adobe, team workspace, multiple brand templates. That's cool. Custom fonts and music, various aspect ratios, so that it fits the social media that you're going for. A lot of stuff. Filler word removal, Zoom link, drop a video's link from Zoom, and more to get shorts instantly. This, a lot of this is the 1080 resolution, multi-language. Oh, is that a link? And more languages. One fun thing is I did add $5 a month onto my Zoom account. I just wanted to see if they have tag along on here. Tagalog, or however you say that name. It doesn't. Okay. But so that it'll instantly translate to other languages. Now I don't know if we can do it on this Zoom or not. Let's see if we can. So captions, Oh yeah, translations. There you go. So save. If I put captions, let's go to captions. Do you see captions, anybody?
Window popped up. It said a participant has enabled translations. Set your speaking language for this meeting.
Okay, so yeah, you can, if you do that, it'll record this in the translated language, and then you can, you can get that translation to read over. I think it'll be sent to you if you're registered in Zoom, which is pretty cool. But there is supposed to be, so I turned off captions because they were driving me crazy, but now I can't seem to turn them on. I don't know where they are, but they're supposed to show with the
Show
translation.
captions. I found it next to the record button on my screen, on to the right of the record button. Show captions. I've never done that. It's showing them.
Okay. Awesome.
I-
Yeah, I know. I just was playing around in the settings. Oh, another fun thing. Get this. So that's those of us, especially doing live podcasts, go into your settings in Zoom and you can enable shortcuts. Alt R will start and stop your recording. Ah, no more looking for the three little dots and figuring it out. And it specifically will start the recording on your device if that's what you want, or there's a different version to start it onto the cloud. And another one what I found was Control, of course I have to remember them, Control or Alt M, that'll mute everybody. Let's try that. There you go, you're all muted, but you can unmute again. And then there was one other one that I enabled. I think it was Alt S. And I'm afraid to push it because I don't know what it'll do. But Alt S does something also. Oh, let's try it. Oh yeah, share and unshare. So if I hit Alt S, instantly the thing pops up without again my having to go to even the green share screen button. It just pops up with what do I want to share? And I just click and share. And then I hit Alt S again and it disappears. So there's some shortcuts. I didn't enable all of them because there's a lot of them, but I just picked the couple that will really make my life a little easier. So spending a little time in Zoom. I also enabled 2 apps.
In the back office.
Yeah, so open up, if you go to start video, the little caret, and go to video settings, that will bring you to your settings. And then if you go to advanced settings at the bottom, it'll actually open up a whole tab in your window and you can go there. But yeah, I can start a timer now. It's a Zoom app, so boom. Can you see the timer now? Boom, right there. So that's cool. Really easy. How often do we need that? And then I can also get this. This is fun. One more app that I enabled, and it's a Zoom app. So I'm not paying extra for this. I'm not paying anything. The other is music. So let's say we're going to work for 5 minutes on my AI. I can click on Solar Winds and play it. Tell me if you can hear this. Kind of cool. Sometimes you want that background music. I wouldn't play it during the whole thing. When I listen to the recording, it seems to kind of interfere with the speaking because it's competing.
It's great intro music. Like if you're waiting to start the meeting, when you're letting BS come in, having some music is a nice touch.
Yeah, and again, free. So you're not trying to play it on your phone and get it to play on your microphone. And most of our microphones are smarter than to play electronic things. So yeah, really cool. All right. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. We went through a lot today. Obviously, I'm here to help. And in fact, right away, I'm going into my Q&A call right now. I'll be switching. I'll stop this and come back in. And my other Q&A call is now on Fridays at 11:30, right after Now Club. I didn't really give a Now Club update. Last week was fun. Best chance to get the Now Club updates might be to check in with me on Fridays and right after at 11:30 when I do my Q&A. I'm trying to think of what we did cover. I don't know. Sorry. And it goes in one. I just can't keep track of all the stuff that I learned. I'm going to stop this meeting. Come on back. Be here live. Glad you got to watch the recording. For anybody watching it, grateful for everybody that's here. And I'm gonna have a short little thing to share with everybody that's here live, because that was on Now Club that I can't share publicly. So be here next week. We'll see you at 9 a.m. Central Time. Every Monday we're doing this. Probably take a couple Mondays off in the future coming up, but that's all good. And we'll see you then. This is LeAnn Lyon. This is the Joyminder Leaders League, and you are all leaders.